All right, so running on to Kevin Explains Crypto. We'll knock that out real quick. So Kevin Explains Crypto term this week is sharding. I have to admit, the first time I heard the word sharding was probably 15 years ago, because it's not a crypto term by its very nature. It is I would say, SysOps term. It's a system operator term, a techie term. And I laughed. I thought it was hilarious because I had just seen a movie where someone, quote unquote, sharded himself. So I just brought me back images of that movie, and I kind of was giggling and I couldn't stop. But sharding, so what is sharding? So in databases, you have an issue, right? The database gets so large that even a small process inside that database can take a lot of time to complete. So what sharding does is it takes pieces, very small shards of that database, and it puts it on a different instance and a different server per se. It's usually a virtual server, but let's assume your database is here on this one massive virtual server, start to run slow. Take a little piece, you stick it on this server, take a little piece, stick it on this server. Maybe each little piece is for a different process that the database runs. This way, when that process needs to run, it's running a very small piece of that entire database inside of another instance or another virtual machine, makes it faster. In crypto and blockchain, the idea is that same thing, if you have one kind of let's say mass block size, your block size is huge, then every time you have to run a transaction, you're having to deal with that block. If you shard that block, make it much smaller across many different computers inside the network, that it can actually run faster. So there are problems with sharding. Sharding is nothing new. It didn't solve all our database issues in the past with traditional databases. It's not going to solve all the issues with blockchain either, but it is an option. So that's what sharding is, guys.